Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we're going to be jumping down into the world of XRP, taking a look at what's been going on most recently and what we think is likely to happen next. As I get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And if you have not yet joined us down in Discord, then you are missing a trick. It is the first place we go to notify you of the ins and the outs of everything happening in the crypto space. So why not check it out? Linked in the description down below. It's completely free. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. Okay, let's make a start with this, right? So XRP paired up with USDT on the hourly chart, and Binance is our data source. And we can see this interesting kind of structure emerging here. And I do think we are in a let me just kind of make sure I get my bearings on this. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we could be in a 5-wave structure all the way from this very top moment with a leading diagonal up in 3 for wave 2 and then moving down. Okay, it's a possibility, but obviously I don't think we've reached the thresholds for impulsive structure. So I'm just going to throw this out there and just as, I guess, a way of saying this is a possibility, and then we're going to break down the current moves. Okay, so right now we're hovering on the just above the 1.236 and down at 32.52 would be our impulsive trigger point. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this on here just so that we know that this is our 1.618. Okay, so we have that there. Okay, so if this is a leading diagonal, it would, let me just tidy out all these structures here for a second. Okay, so we obviously have been measuring all the 3-wave movements. That one can stay, I think. What we'd have is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of job like this. And it's actually would be a contracting diagonal. Okay. And that's how it would kind of form out. Okay. Then, of course, we'll be looking at this as the kind of wave 3 scenario if this is our wave 2. Okay. So that's that as a potential. I'm going to leave it like that for now, and we'll see how that kind of works. It would, of course, on a macro scale, look more like this 1, 2, and then down here we would have kind of like the wave 3, up for a wave 4, then down into a wave 5. So we'd end up with this, okay? So let's go ahead and remove this one off and just talk about this structure on this hourly chart, right? Because we did lose the demand zone, as you can kind of see here. We've lost that. And we can see here as well an interesting kind of structure emerging. Okay, I think that we have right in here, find it, I would say, right there. So let's go ahead and draw that in. I think this here is 5. 1, 2, 3, up for 4, and then down into this overextended 5th, taking us down into here. Okay, and that means all of this would have to be a wave kind of 1. And, I think, yes, that would also work really well, with the exception of the wave 1 here being a little bit odd. We'd have to really jump down into the smaller timeframes to really figure that out. And again, it could just be another form of diagonal. Okay, then we have this kind of move here. In fact, actually, that wave 5 would have to be there, like so. Okay, then we move up and then we come down into the wave 3, meaning that we had this wave 4 coming up here, like this. And now we are starting to also come down here. Now I'm just going to do a couple of quick sense checks just on this area, just here. Yes, we've hit that 1.618. So it does look like this here would be our 1, 2, 3, 4, still got to come down 5. And this would be a wave 4 situation. So let's go ahead and take this into here. And all of that ties up quite nicely. So just overextend out, not a problem. And I think we are likely to come down into a little range just down here. Okay, now I've done a lot of things here and I've kind of moved quite rapidly. So this is Elliott wave theory for those who are unfamiliar with the kind of the ins and outs of what I'm doing. And there is a course available now. We've completed a video course. We also have the PDF that explains everything. So join us in Discord. You can get links to both of those things. And essentially I try to kind of walk people through what I'm doing here because this is really important kind of stuff. Now, This here obviously means that we still have to come down. This range is between 33.25 and 33.57. This here would actually be a wave 3 out of this move over this side. So let's go ahead and draw this on here. Okay, and if I'd put this right here, you can see that this, when we come down into our yellow box, would mark the 1.618. That would basically tell me that we have a wave 1, 2, all of that is wave 3. We're up for wave 4, then down into wave 5. And you'll notice that at this point here, by the time we finish this entire structure of 53535, we would come down to 32.35 potentially. And if we do, then that there would become a much bigger impulsive structure, as we were just saying at the beginning of the video. And all of that would be a wave 1, a wave 2, all of that's a wave 3, up for wave 4, then down for wave 5 again. And you can kind of start to see that what we're doing here is really pulling down into these deeper structures. Okay, and overall, I think we'll be looking at a zigzag, and we should be targeting to come down quite a bit further. I mean, that's 26.59 would be our 1-to-1. Our minimum expectation will be going past this area between 31.57 and 32.47. So we have to come lower than that to complete it. So wherever this fifth wave ends is where we think the next kind of move upwards would be for XRP. So whether that is 26.59 or just slightly higher, we'll obviously work that out. But here you've got a very, very clear structure emerging. We are moving down, a little bit choppy at the top here as we're sideways trading, bouncing around the supply and the demand zones. But for the most part, we have now a very, very clear picture of what is going on. So if we do move down, so I'm expecting to bounce between 33.25 and 33.57, slightly higher, then another fall down lower to 32.52, hit our impulsive trigger point for our wave 3. We bounce back up, probably back into those kind of mid 30 ranges, and then collapse back down again and maybe lose 30 cent overall and head down towards some of these additional low points and completing our bigger macro structure for XRP. So as I said earlier, right, there's a lot of things that are going on here. Essentially, XRP seems to be trending in a downward direction. These are at micro level trends at the moment, but if we do hit 32.52, then essentially we're in a bigger, more macro based trend to the downside. Okay, and again, this I still think is on the latter end of a bigger structure. So basically coming towards the end of that trend rather than thinking that we're just starting a trend, if that makes sense. So for the most part, yeah, if this is alien to you, do join us down in Discord. We've got a 181-page PDF that explains Elliott Wave theory. And if you're not really into reading all of that, then you can go to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏.com, check out the Elliott Wave theory video course. It's a 22-part course, I think. And we go through all these various different structures and try to explain what all the relationships are and how they kind of work so that you can follow the psychology of why people are reacting the way that they are. So guys, I'm going to leave this video right there. If you found it useful and informative, smash the like button. I do appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, then do subscribe. Join us in Discord. Guys, until the next one, have a fantastic day.